young chillin', a YouTube internet media villain. Can't be what you want her to be. She's a baby-faced heel on the first degree.
Okay. Alright, SmackDown for July the 11th. Starts out with LA Knight, who opens the show, cutting a promo for Saturday night main event on Seth Rollins. Paul Heyman interrupts, and then Solo Sikoa interrupts with his MFT, which is supposed to stand for My Family Tree, but originally came out as My Motherfucking Tongas. Yes. But they cleaned it up for WWE. Anywho, Solo and the MFT, they go to attack LA Knight. Jimmy Uso comes out and he makes the save with a chair. Next up was the Fatal 4-Way with Roxanne Perez, Kairi Sane, Alexa Bliss, and the NXT North American champ, Saul Ruka. Alexa Bliss won that match. We have the Tag Team Championship on the line with the Street Profits versus Wyatt 6. And Wyatt 6 won. And then after that, for some reason, we had Jelly Roll to come out to sing a song and was thankfully interrupted by Logan Paul. And then he was interrupted by Randy Orton. Drew McIntyre comes out and he claymores Randy. And then Logan attacks Randy also. But Jelly Roll makes the save. After that, we had Ron Killings, R-Truth. He defeats Aleister Black. But then backstage, Aleister Black gets into it with Damian Priest, who was digging his nose in business that had nothing to do with him. We had Tiffany Stratton and Trish Stratus. They had a face-to-face coming up for their match at Evolution. Jade Cargill and Naomi, they interrupted with their fighting. And we had Jimmy Uso and LA Knight defeating Solo Sikoa and JC Mateo. And Braun and Braun, or as I call them, Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker, they came out to attack LA Knight. And they gave him a spear and a tsunami to remind him of them. Saturday night main event for July 12th. We had Randy Orton versus Drew McIntyre with Jelly Roll and Paul Logan as their seconds.
Paul Logan?
Logan Paul. My bad.
I was so confused.
My bad. Randy Orton won. And then Logan Paul attacked Randy. Jelly Roll comes out. He drops Logan. But then Drew McIntyre, he claymores Jelly Roll. Thank goodness. Naomi and Jade Cargill, they fight again. But because of that, Bianca Belair was introduced as special referee for their match at Evolution. We had Jimmy Uso versus Solo Sikoa for the U.S. Championship, but Solo Sikoa won thanks to the interference from the Bloodline 3.0. They were going to jump Jimmy, but Jacob Fatu came out and made the save. But he also got beat down by the MFT. Excuse me. We had Seth Rollins versus LA Knight. LA Knight got a real quick pin on Seth due to Seth Rollins' injured knee. And we had Gunther versus Goldberg. In that match, a referee was speared. And then after all that rigmarole, Gunther won. That was Goldberg's last professional match. Then we had Evolution on July 13th. The Intercontinental match was Becky Lynch versus Bayley versus Lyra Valkyria. I guess you call that what, a triple threat match. Anyway, Becky kept her belt. We had the title match for NXT, the Women's Championship. Jacy Jayne defeated Jordynne Grace to retain her belt. We had a tag match for the championship, Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez versus Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss versus Asuka and Kairi Sane versus Sol Ruka and Zarya. Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez retained the belt there. Tiffany Stratton kept her belt, defeating Trish Stratus. Jade Cargill beat up Naomi. Stephanie Vaquer, she won the Battle Royal, the Women's Battle Royal. And Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley in their championship match. It was interrupted by Naomi, who cashed in her Money in the Bank contract to make it a triple threat match. She pins Io Sky and becomes the new champion. Then we had Raw for July 14th. The new champion, Naomi, comes out and opens the show to talk shit. Rhea Ripley and Io Sky was there to interrupt her. After that, we had Asuka and Kairi Sane, the Kabuki Warriors, versus Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez, the tag champs. They retained their belts. Following that, we had a 2 out of 3 falls match. Bayley versus Lyra Valkyria. And Lyra wins that match. Nikki Bella defeated Chelsea Green. And we had a gauntlet match for the number 1 contendership for the championship. Braun Breaker versus Penta. LA Knight, Jey Uso, CM Punk, and the winner of that match was CM Punk. He gets to go on to take on Gunther at SummerSlam. Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed, they tried to jump CM Punk and Jey Uso, but the return of the OTC, Roman Reigns, he comes in and makes the save. And that was Raw.
You already know what I'm about to say.
Yes, that you love Gunther.
How dare you ever disgrace me like this? I was about to say Tupac's back.
Oh, that'd even been better.
Because I've been wanting him to come back for a minute. But it's like, wow, you come back now. I know a bunch of people were speculating that he would come back on Main Event for Saturday. But for him to come back on Raw, cool, kind of funny.
Yeah, it was a surprise.
I also thought it would have been funny if they brought him back during Evolution. Because I'm like, that would be hilarious.
Oh, yeah, that'd have been great. Naomi winning the championship, and then out of nowhere, here he comes.
Supporting her. I'd be like, oh my gosh, yes. This would be amazing.
No, not supporting her. I'm going to take your belt.
He just spears her.
Yeah. That would have been great.
That would be really funny. But for him to be back, I love it, but it's also a question of what they plan on doing, because we know Seth Rollins is currently out on an injury. I can't tell if it's real or not, but he looked like he was actually hurt when he went down.
Yeah, they are playing it as is real.
So he might actually be really hurt. But
he got the championship for a whole. I mean, not the championship. He got the
Money in the
Bank for a whole. It ain't like it's gonna expire anytime soon. He got all the way up to next year. So.
No, I know, but I'm saying with Roman, because who is Roman here for exactly? Is it Solo? Is it John Cena? Who is it? But we saw him help CM Punk too, and Jey Uso. Like, obviously he's gonna help Jey, but like CM Punk, questionable, because we know you two don't like each other. Like, they were semi on good terms, but not really. But not to mention, Roman has this aura about him right now that I don't think anybody realized. He seems more deadly than he was before. And I think people always forget that he was really, when he was in his big dog era, without Paul Heyman, he was very dangerous. And he was very aggressive by himself. And I can't wait to see this more mature version of him without having his leash holding him back. You know?
Right.
But I'm also like, the Braun Brawns were really funny looking. They looked mortified when they were leaving with Paul Heyman. It was really funny. Who's your wrestler of the week?
Naomi, actually. That's my wrestler. I had someone else, but nah. Naomi is my wrestler for the week.
I agree with you there. I was gonna say, blonde chick again. The one with the ponytails. I can't remember her name right now.
Blonde chick with a ponytail.
She was working with the really tall one. I'm sorry, my memory is so bad. She was a part of, like, the whole scary thing. She's like a scary doll type thing.
Alexa Bliss?
Yes. She's my wrestler of the week. She's a really good wrestler, and I think people always forget how good of a wrestler she is.
Yeah, that would be my second choice, too.
She
came back gangbusters.
She did, and it don't even seem like she took a step away. It just feel like she jumped back in magically. And I love that. Okay, with Priest, they're gonna do a triple match I'm seeing with Priest, Black, and Truth.
R-Truth?
Yeah. Or Killings. They're definitely going to do a 3-person match with them, because I feel like Killings is going to be like, I don't need you to stick up for me. And then Aleister Black is clearly just being Aleister Black. I don't think he has any intentions other than, I just want to hurt these people.
Yeah. They were in his way, yeah.
Yeah. Also, I just want to see if they would build a story up from that, what would it be? Because I don't see one coming to fruition. Solo Sikoa. Oh god, my brain. Solo Sikoa. I'm questioning him so much right now. He's building up the bloodline more and more. Well, his version of the bloodline more and more. So do you think he's going to bring in more people? Because they also have a few more cousins who are still not here.
Well, there's only one that hasn't been introduced yet, and that one they might be saving for Roman.
They also, what I know is he's also kind of not really allowed to leave his state fully, because he is also still on probation. Yeah, wild that they all have, like, charges against them. But I'm just like, when he does get off of probation, where would he go? Because he has said he wants to stay with Jacob, because they were a tag team at some point. And he is always, like, if you watch the internet videos, he is constantly in support of Jacob. So he very well could go on Jacob's side. And I see Jacob now going to Roman's side and making his own faction at this point. But if he does that, would he be okay with Roman in the other bloodline? Who's to say?
There's something to think about.
Very much so. Also, Finn Balor is so... Why? I can't win Finn Balor. He's just... so Finn. There's no other way to explain Finn Balor other than going, he's so Finn. Because he's doing his thing, manipulating Dominic, and I don't think Dominic realizes it's happening, and it's just really funny to watch. But also, AJ Styles is now my favorite person. He's so good.
He's good. He is kind of funny there with that I'm watching you.
It's that, but like
the background.
The last scene we saw where he was just on his knees praying, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this man is fully committed, and I love it. Like, I thought it was just gonna be a small bit, but like they're going full head with it, and I love it so much. And Dominic Mysterio genuinely being scared, which is like, I thought you were so tough. Evolution. Huh?
Oh, go ahead. I was about to say that's it, but no, go ahead.
No, because I had some thoughts about Evolution. Evolution was amazing, and I don't care what anybody says. They honestly had banger after banger after banger. None of the,
Yes, I agree. Yes.
None of them fell flat like they normally do when it comes to pay-per-views, and I was just in awe of the women because they were just doing their things.
Yeah, there were very small dead spots. It was enough that it hung with all the rest of their pay-per-views, so they couldn't say anything about how it was like less than. No, it was not less than. It stood on the same par as the rest of the shows. So they should muster up a third show.
They should. For me, I say they should do this again, because I know a lot of people are thinking they're going to cancel Evolution after this, because a lot of people on the internet was hating on it just because, and you know, people really don't see women's wrestling as being an actual thing. So I disagree. Sometimes the women have the way better matches than the males do, and as we can see with Naomi blew it out of the park with her cashing in. I don't think anybody saw that coming.
Yeah, it was. They actually had cut away a lot of the pomp and circumstance, and you could just see just pure wrestling. Well, I ain't gonna say pure, but it was closer to wrestling than the regular shows were, and it was very good.
I just appreciate it so much, and I think they need to do more of this and give the women more love like this, because I'm also questioning the storyline they're going with Bianca, Jade, and Naomi. And somebody made a really good point online saying if they're going to do a SummerSlam match, if not, depending, because the Rhea Ripley thing, I think that's supposed to be a SummerSlam match, but if they do a SummerSlam match with Naomi and Bianca and Jade, they need to give her Naomi the one chick from NXT. I forget her name. She was dating Trick Williams. I know that much.
I don't remember.
But
you're not talking about Saul Ruka, so you're talking about what, Stephanie McClure?
She wasn't dating him.
I don't know, but she's from NXT. I'm just naming people from NXT. I don't know nothing about who dating who.
Lash Legend.
Oh, okay.
Because I feel like she will work with Lash Legend very well. And I could see that being a really good match if they did that. But we'll have to see. 'Cause I don't